Let's talk about 3 ways that business credit can help your business in these challenging times. I'm Jerry Dentweiler, Education Director for NAV. So, one of the first ways that business credit can help right now is with vendor and supplier credit. So, many businesses will work with vendors or suppliers and they'll get goods or services, buy them now, pay for them later. It's often on terms like net 30 terms, which means the payment is due in full in 30 days after the invoice day, or maybe net 60 terms where it's due in 60 days after the invoice date. Now, you could certainly talk to your suppliers and vendors to find out whether it's possible to get vendor credit. So if you're not using it already, ask them whether that's an option. Many of them do check business credit in order to make those kinds of decisions. And then if you already are working with vendors or suppliers, you might want to see whether you can negotiate extended terms. So if cash flow is an issue, you may want to see whether you can go from, say, net 30 to net 45 or even net 60 terms with those suppliers or vendors. Now, many of them are struggling a bit too, but I wouldn't hesitate to talk to them and see whether that's an option. And if your business credit is good, there's probably a good chance, as long as they offer that kind of financing, that they will accommodate your request. They don't want to lose you as a customer. And then if you've never used business credit at all with vendors, you can go to nav.com/vendors, and we'll put that link down below as well. You could actually open up accounts with vendors that do report to business credit. Many of those listed there don't check personal credit and they don't report to personal credit. So it's a way to build business credit, but also to gain some additional cash flow for your business if cash flow is tight at these times. Now, the second way you can leverage business credit during these challenging times is to look into SBA financing. So many of us are familiar with the Paycheck Protection Program or PPP loan, or the EIDL, the Economic Injury Disaster Loan Program. And those programs have been great, but the standby, the SBA Guaranteed Loan Program that's been around and utilized by many small businesses is the 7A program, and loans in the 7A program for $350,000 or less will require a pre-screen or a credit check up front using something called the FICO SBSS score. And the SBA recently raised the minimum score requirement for the SBSS score from 140 to 155. Now that score runs on a scale of 0 to 300. And this score can include the personal credit of the owners, up to 5 owners. So if you have anyone who owns 20% or more of the business, will be subjected to a credit check for this screening. And then they can also pull in the business credit of the business and optionally some financial data as well. So at NAV, we've seen some business owners who can get a great FICO SBSS just based on really stellar personal credit, but it's a lot easier if you have good business credit and good personal credit to meet that threshold, so you can whiz by the pre-screen stage of the SBA loan. And these SBA loans have really attractive terms. We'll link down below to an article that will go into more detail about how this might help your business. And recently the SBA has offered payment relief or debt relief, where they've offered relief on payments and interest on these loans. And there's legislation in Congress proposed that would extend that through 2021. So this could be a really attractive option for some businesses. And then finally, the third way that I would utilize business credit right now is to help protect your business. So in a couple of ways. One is we've seen an alarming increase in the amount of business identity theft. And this is targeting existing businesses as well as businesses that are winding down due to the pandemic, and where someone will steal that business information and use it to get credit or make purchases. And the business owner is none the wiser because they don't have any reason to suspect that this is going on. So checking and monitoring your business credit is going to help alert you to that type of problem. The other thing you can do as a business owner is you can check business credit. If you're extending any kind of credit, meaning you're providing any kind of goods or services upfront, and you aren't getting paid in full upfront, then you're essentially extending credit. And you want to think about checking the business credit of the businesses that you work with, so you don't end up with a slow paying or worse no paying client that could really affect your business. And you can also check the business credit on key suppliers, because you don't want your supply chain to be interrupted, and that could be very helpful to your business as well. So you can check your own business credit completely free at nav.com. It doesn't affect your credit scores. It will monitor and check your business credit from Dun & Bradstreet, Equifax, and Experian business credit. And then you'll also get your personal credit scores, so you can monitor that as well, since both are really important. And with a paid NAV account, you can take advantage of trade line reporting, which can help build your business credit. And you can also check the business credit on up to 5 other businesses. So that may be helpful for you in terms of protecting your business. All right, I hope you found these tips helpful. If you have any questions at all, by all means, drop them down in the comments below, and we'll be happy to try to help. We wish you the very, very best of your business in these challenging times.